This morning, more proof Jerry Seinfeld can still land a big audience. Tebow says his latest video is the most rewatched commercial from Super Bowl 48. In it, Seinfeld reunites with two of his most famous co-stars. Seinfeld is the latest guest in our continuing series, BuzzFeed Brews, with CBS this morning. Last night, he talked about the video and more with BuzzFeed editor Peter Lauria.
Everybody's calling this a Seinfeld reunion, but it was you and Jason Alexander and Larry David.
We were all on the show, and we did reunite.
But
to do it, but it's not the usual horrible director's chairs and everyone's there. Oh my God, they got so old. It's just so depressing to see those kinds of things. But because we were on the Super Bowl and we got to do our thing, I don't want to talk about the show. There's nothing really left to say about the show.
I guess what I'm getting at, is this a way for you to test the waters and the appetite for something bigger down the line?
God, no.
Nothing bigger down the line.
No testing of waters. No,
you don't like water testing?
No, I don't test water.
Okay.
I know people would want a reunion show. That's what I want. My theory of show business is do not give the public what it wants.
Fair enough.
That's why they're not in show business.
The episode did bring up a question that I'd love for you to address that I was always curious about. And that's basically like, what's your problem with Newman? I mean, why are you always so hostile to him? He seems like a nice guy.
That's a great question.
Right?
That's your first great question.
Pour in.
Yeah. Because we never explained why I dislike Newman. And we're glad that nobody asked, because I don't have an answer.
Right.
The real answer is why I hated Newman is because it just seemed funny to hate Newman. Hello, Newman. You got your friends that are like you, and then you have that one friend that's really not like you at all, and that's what you like about them. They're kind of an outer orbit. And their friend is someone you cannot deal with at all. So that was the reasoning, but there was no real reason, Peter, for me to hate Newman. He never did anything bad to me.
You just thought
it was just fun. It was fun to hate him. Newman.
You do have this digital show. How do you go about picking the guests for the show?
Just people I think are funny. See, I could never do a regular talk show because you've got to fill the container every night.
Right.
And there's just not enough people that I really want to talk to.
I have noticed that most of the guests are mostly white males of 22 episodes.
Yeah, let's get into that.
No, but you
take a look over here, Peter. What do you see? A lot of whiteys. What's going on here? Oh, this really pisses me off. But go ahead. It really pisses me off. People think it's the census or something. I mean, this has got to represent the actual pie chart of America. Who cares? It's just funny. Funny is the world that I live in. You're funny, I'm interested. You're not funny, I'm not interested.
Okay.
And I have no interest in gender or race or anything like that, but everyone else is kind of, with their little calculating, it's the exact right mix. I think that's, to me, it's anti-comedy.
Didn't you say that you originally conceived of this show to be watched on a phone?
Yes,
right?
I wanted to make a show for a phone.
And I'm wondering, you today, if you were going to do some sort of creative project, would you bring it to network TV?
It just seems smaller.
Network TV seems
smaller to me than the internet.
Well, that's true.
Why would I put a show on a big, heavy rectangle in your house when I can put it in your pocket? I would much rather put it in your pocket. Right. When I tell people about the show and they say, "What is this?" I go, "It's in your pocket right now." That's a fun thing to say. It's like a magic act or something. I mean, it's in your pocket.
No problem. I like this ride.
Jerry Seinfeld still is hilarious. And I like what he said. Color doesn't matter. He just likes you if you're funny. Yeah. It doesn't matter who you are. And I think he's right about that.
And the reason he didn't like Newman because it was funny.
No testing of the waters.